We highly recommend that you check out the discuss section. Oh yes! Yes indeed, I think we just found the value of that for sure. Even if you solve the problem with ease, most problems can be solved in several ways. Sometimes even 21 different ways. So we can change. I'm gonna do TypeScript. Play. Oh, I got it wrong. How did I get it wrong? Num1 is 12. Num2 is... oh, the sum. Not the subtraction, the sum. The sum. Okay. We're off to a wonderful start here on LeetCode. Okaeri nasaimase, gosujin-sama! Welcome to my stream. Thank you for joining me. We started on the very first LeetCode example problem, which was how to add two integers. And one of the very first solutions posted on this test problem was 21 different ways to solve the problem adding two integers. Binary search. What language is this in? Is this Java? Does it say? Yeah, it's in Java. Okay. L is minus 200, R is 200. While L is less than R. Is this like bit addition? Is that what this is called? It's a shift divide by 2. Okay, so this is just, oh, so mid is just the middle. Okay, so it's taking the middle, and then if the middle is num1 plus num2, return mid. Oh my god. Wait, I'm so confused, because we want the sum of num1 and num2, and we're using num1 plus num2 in our function that returns the sum? Is this just like a binary search for the we come up with the solution and then we binary search between minus 200 and plus 200 for it? Is that what's happening here? Does that count? It's a mid solution. Okay, brute force. We just go through the list, and if it equals num1 plus num2. Oh my god. Incredible. I feel like though, -1 is a pretty standard error state to return, especially if you are expecting a positive, a non-negative answer, but I feel like -1 is a totally valid answer to this solution, so I feel like the answer should be something that is impossible, minus 201 should be the error state, right? If it couldn't find it. Okay, I really just want to know if he has a yandere simulator in here. Brute force v2. That's not brute force enough. I need someone just... I need just 400 if-else statements. These are all just searching for num1 plus num2 though, right? None of these are addition algorithms, right? Oh my god, what even is this? Consider the distance between node 0 and node 1 as num1, and the distance between node 1 and node 2 is num2. Making a path from node 0 to node 1 and node 1 to node 2, and then asking Dijkstra for the distance. Yeah, we'll just call up Dijkstra. I'm ashamed to say I have no idea what era Dijkstra is from. Oh, 1930. He was born 1930. Okay. Relatively contemporary. Died in 2002. Rest in peace, Edsger W. Dijkstra. I'll just get out my Luigi board. I'll just get out my Luigi board and ask Mr. Dijkstra himself, hey, what's the distance between these two nodes? So is it that, you take num1 and num2, and then you define 0 and 1, like nodes 0 and 1, so that the distance between 0 and 1 is num1, and then you define nodes 1 and 2, so that the distance between these two is num2. Is that what he's doing here? And then using the Dijkstra algorithm to, like, compute the sum of those two paths? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, so they could, like, 3D copy his brain and then print, like, 3D print a bunch of extra brains so that we can all have the enlightenment that, Mr. Tommy Pang. Who is this guy? His profile picture is... Oh my god, he's been to space! He's been to the moon! Look at this moon landing anime boy. How does he only have 5 followers? Okay, I'm following him right now. Taking your helmet off on the moon is a bold choice. Prefix sum. So does that just end up being... Is prefix sum of 1 just num1, and then prefix sum 2 is num1 plus num2? I don't really know Java syntax, so I'm not sure if I'm reading that right, but that certainly is a way to solve this problem. Suffix sum, is this like the same thing, except instead of... Yeah, sum I plus 1 plus a I minus 1, so it's just like flipped around. Alright. Directly add LMAO! Divide and conquer. Return function. Yeah, this is, again, just a search. These are all just search algorithms. Sparse table RMQ. Consider the integer array A, -1, 2, 10, where num1 is 2, and num2 is 10. Alright, so we're just starting with a concrete example specifically here. The value -1 is not part of the operation. Here, range min left bound index equals 1. Range bound. This is so much! Evaluation of string expression. The solution incorporates divide and conquer ideas of broken expression down into smaller parts to evaluate. Also note that this util function can also solve LeetCode 224 basic calculator. Okay, so we're finding out whether each of them are positive or negative. If sine 1 times sine 2 is -1, aka if they are mismatched, then if num1 is less than num2, otherwise we do it num2 minus the absolute value of num1. Otherwise, if they're both positive or both negative, then if they are both negative, then we do minus, oh my gosh, minus plus of the absolute values. This is exceeding my expectations. Okay, that's solution, and then eval. Oh, eval is when we actually evaluate the strings. Merge sort, bucket sort. Incredible. Wow. Alright, moving on.